Good night, morning, afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Lope Tail Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Axel. I'm joined by my two trainers, Trainer One Ivan.
What are you training?
What do you think? In what context would the word trainer be used in when it comes to
Pokemon? I don't know.
Crazy.
Gotta catch them all.
Crazy concept. Wow.
I am training not Pokemon.
You're
Pal World. They're
you're
better.
training not to shock your dog. That's what you're training. And Trainer 2, John.
What up? I'm sorry for my bit of a hiatus, but I'm sorry I'm back so soon.
You're alive.
Sorry you're back so soon.
Imagine.
Some wild shit.
I know.
But yeah, welcome back, everyone, to our regularly scheduled program that we definitely have not been pre-recording or anything.
Totally not. Also, kind of wild. Our power scaling keeps on going up every week. We have been flipping back and forth through the 2D and 3D world so much.
Yep.
Not you, actually. Your power scaling is the same, but like me and Brandon and now John, we're like masters of flipping through the dimensions. How do you feel?
Yep.
Just yup.
Such a master linguist. Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Shakespearean. Yeah.
Well, I just can't right now. My week has been
thinking too much about that Plants vs. Zombies, that Chinese spyware.
the Chinese Plants vs. Zombies fusion. Me fucking finally getting it to work. Yes.
Yeah. How about we start off with that? You want to talk to the listeners or viewers?
Oh, I mean,
what you've been doing?
I mean, it's only been recently. I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous recently. And
this is true.
And only today, I've only tried to do Plants vs. Zombies. And that was literally it.
Not just any Plants vs. Zombies. Chinese Plants vs. Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies Fusion, which is the Chinese hyper fucking... You've probably seen many YouTube shorts or on TikTok or whatever social media you use on that shit.
I'll be honest. Nope, not at all.
All right, I'm going to show you guys real quick then.
Wild.
But anyways, yeah. How's y'all's week been? Start with that.
But I mean, it's been all right. Just normal week. It's getting colder here in Georgia. We don't have our weekly Alaska news anymore.
Nope.
So, but hey, here in Georgia is getting colder. It was finally below 60 degrees now, which I know sounds wild to like, in Alaska for, the 0 people that probably watch us in Alaska. But like I think it was like 57 this morning when I woke up and, took dog out and all that shit. And it was kind of chilly. I'm like, damn straight. I love this. Fuck the heat. I miss Alaska.
And what's funny about that is I'm the complete opposite because fuck the cold. I'm all for this heat. I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Well, okay. So you are in northern Georgia. So like, how's the weather? You're probably closer to like the mountains, I think. Yeah, or no?
Yep. So we are a little bit close. I am a little bit closer to the mountains.
Well, what's the temperature like?
We have a lot less humidity. Like I think today it got up to like 86, 87, I think.
In the morning?
Granted, wait, this morning?
Yeah.
No, I think it dipped down to like 60 or 59.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was like a high of like 84 today or 85 today.
Yeah,
so
it got up to like 88
I'm loving it
here.
And to be honest with you, I love this type of weather. And when I was over at Savannah by you guys or towards that area, I guess you could say, it was a lot more humid. And
well, yeah,
I like the humidity.
By the ocean.
Yeah. So it was a lot more humid. and I like the humidity, but it's nice to come back to just the raw heat instead of the humidity. I prefer less humid and more raw heat than I do more humid. So, but that's just my opinion. So,
Just that rawness.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, like in Anchorage, it's 44 degrees. So
Yeah,
it's,
that's
I mean,
crazy.
it's not that bad. I want to say that would probably feel somewhat similar.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now it's 35 in Chugiak and raining. It's supposed to snow in Chugiak tomorrow. High at 33.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, Sunday 34, Monday 33, and then after Monday it dips below 32 and stays there.
Yeah.
Like next Sunday, low 20, 21 degrees in Chugiak. Anchorage is 31 right now.
Yeah, so it's getting pretty cold. Loving
Yeah.
it. What did you show in the chat, Axel?
I was trying to find the Chinese version.
Oh, the Chinese. Oh, is this the Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah,
What the fuck is this?
that's what I'm saying. It's stupid.
I don't know what kind of brain rot I just watched.
Yeah. It's not that stupid, but yeah.
I mean, that's
still
the
pretty
only thing I
stupid.
go off of, so it seems very stupid. Well, just a little segue. Do you know what else is stupid? Korea. Specifically South Korea.
Mhm.
And Axel, I know you were confused why I have South Korea as my thing right now.
Yes, very.
So, I just want to do this just to flex on them South Koreans of how bad their country is. See, we always talk about on the news how bad the US government is.
Mhm.
But realistically, we have it pretty good. This news story came out not too long ago about the South Korean government lost over, and this is at a minimum, by the way, 850 terabytes of archival data that is irrecoverable.
Huh?
Because of
Jeez.
battery fires. And I mean, realistically, I guess depending on what kind of media it is, 850 terabytes isn't that much, at least for a government. But the fact that you're near a petabyte and you don't back it up.
Yeah, no, that's pretty ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Think about this for a second. 850 fucking terabytes, nearly a petabyte of archival. I don't know actually what kind of archival media it is or data, but irrecoverable. They did not back up their government data.
That's
And
okay.
I mean,
Crazy.
so okay, but here's the thing that makes it worse, in my opinion, right? Their biggest company in the country is Samsung, right? Like one of the biggest companies that creates like NAND flashes and data stuff. But yet they did not have the quote unquote know-how or the budget to back up government data. I don't know. And by the way, they're like not their second biggest, but another really big company. You might have heard of them, LG, another technology company from Korea itself, also is in that country, and yet they didn't have the quote unquote technology to do it.
That's because they're all busy trying to get over into our country and be at Hyundai. plants and shit.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, yeah, Hyundai is also one of the big company, but I mean, they don't really do like data. Like, I don't think they create NAND flashes like SSDs or anything like that. But like Samsung does. Samsung's like one of the leaders in creating like digital storage, like SSDs and other types of media stuff. Like,
That's
brother,
ridiculous.
how does that happen?
Incompetence.
Negligence.
It happened due to a battery fire, but like,
It seems fitting, especially with Samsung.
yeah, like, I don't know. Like, Korea, come on. Like, they're one of the most technologically advanced countries, and they let this happen. Like, how?
You get your shit together.
How? Yeah. Like,
Wait.
it's not even that expensive for a petabyte. Like, brother. Like, it's not even like maybe 20, 25K. For
It's not that expensive.
For a
government,
government that can
for a
spend
For a
billions?
government. No, for a government, agreed. But
I mean,
Yeah,
even
that's
companies,
whack.
25K is not expensive. Like, at all. Like, I guess like I guess if you're talking about like a smaller company, yeah, that could be a lot, but any like decent sized company, that's a rounding error. Like,
yeah.
and they couldn't spend that for data storage. They didn't even need anything fancy, dude. They could have just slapped them all, put it on each side of the country. Like, or even in the cloud. Like, I can understand not wanting to put it on like Amazon AWS, but like, you could have done it for cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
They stupid. I don't know what they were thinking. It's unrecoverable, so like it's gone forever.
That's very convenient.
I wonder what data. Yeah, I wonder what data was on it, like actually on it.
I'm gonna look more into it right now, but
No, this makes total sense, Ivan. Do you know why? Because not
Why is
too
that?
long ago, there like a revolt with Korean power, right? Like
Was
not
there?
too long ago, yeah. Like the Korean government was being overthrown because of the people didn't like who was running it.
oh,
now-
you think it's a cover up?
And now all of a sudden, all their important data that they never backed up is suddenly gone and it can't be recovered anymore. That's kind of convenient.
It's like Hillary's
see.
emails. It's like Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yeah.
That's a lot of emails if it counts up to a petabyte.
Ignore that first image, by the way. Sorry.
Ignore it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fucking that's convenient.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I honestly, yeah,
You didn't
I'm
even
at
think
a
about
loss.
that, yeah.
8 years of work. I'm trying to look up what kind of data was actually on there. But they say, so it says it was a cloud system used by 125,000 government officials. And it was a battery fire. 858 terabytes, so 8 more terabytes with no backups. Yeah, I don't know. It's not saying what kind of stuff. It impacted 647 systems and completely destroying 96 different systems as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 8 years of work materials have completely disappeared. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
I will never be able to.
So
Oop.
L South Korea, wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But you know what's even more crazy? Because we mentioned into the intro, fucking Pokemon ZA is released. Yeah, do you all know anything about it?
I don't. What's Pokemon?
I'll be honest, I'm not big into Pokemon.
Oh,
I don't know much about
So-
it.
What's
Sorry.
Pokemon?
Dude, we see now why Pokemon was fucking suing Pocket Pair. I think it's called Pocket Pair. Power World, the developers of Power World, because genuinely they just made a rip off of Power World. Like it's that bad.
Wait, so Power World's a rip off of Pokemon, and then now Pokemon's ripping off Power World?
It might have been like they were in development type beat, like exactly like Paladins and Overwatch type deal, but like Power just did a better job at it.
Wild.
Yeah, it's garbage. They introduced new megas, and they're also garbage. Of course, there's people still riding Pokemon's dick anyways, like always. So they'll say, oh, it's a Pokemon game. $1 trillion company, by the way.
Yeah, leave the $1 trillion company alone.
It's a $1 trillion franchise. And there was actually a recent game, fucking Digimon got released recently, like one of the newer Digimon games. And it just blows Pokemon out of the water. Like storytelling, they actually have voice acting. The cutscenes in the game are insane. It's really sad and pathetic at this point. Like,
okay, the thing that's worse is that not even that the Pokemon fans are like defending the the $1 trillion fucking company, but they also are like, well, actually the games aren't made by fucking Nintendo or whatever.
Game Freak,
or
but Game Freak still owns part of the IP still.
Yeah, and they're like, actually, it's a different company that does, like, brother, they are still the publishers.
Yeah, no,
publishing it.
And second of all, it's not like Game Freak's a small fucking company at all. They're not just some tiny indie dev studio or whatever. They own part of Pokemon.
You think of the indie dev fucking...
Yeah, they own part of Pokemon. So it's like, what the fuck's wrong with them? It just dog shit. It's actual dog shit slop, and my background is Mega Starmie. I'm gonna share you guys what fucking Mega Star. You know what Starmie looks like?
Nope.
I'm gonna go with no.
So this is what Mega Starmie looks like. It's fucking Patrick.
What the fucking purple Patrick?
It's fucking Patrick.
It's Patrick.
It looks like the starfish from Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Dude,
It's Patrick.
I have to. Here, I'm just gonna show you the link to Bulbapedia.
No,
article.
It's the custard crab.
Because I don't feel like copying and downloading images over and over again. So this is what Starmie normally looks like.
So they just extended the bottom legs.
That is their peak creativity for this, by the way. That is what a mega looks like. So let me give you an example of like an actual cool looking mega. Mega Salamence. Nope. Where's Salamence? There it is. So this is Salamence. And then
a blue Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oop.
Same picture.
I did not. I thought I was going to do that one.
Like, no, this is peak. Peak design. It's the same fucking thing. They just removed a pixel.
Yeah, they changed the eye color from black to gray.
I mean, if you guys want to click on if you click on it and you can see the mega right underneath the actual, I can't link the image itself.
Yeah, well, fucking stupid ass. Oh, I see.
It's
like turned into Moon Knight.
It looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking the same thing. This Moon Knight.
Dude, this has at least some creativity to it, right? Other than just giving it fucking legs. Like, what the hell is this?
But the moon haunts you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Moon Knight. Oh my god, dude, I can't imagine. I can't imagine, dude. It's fucking dog shit. They've literally given up. Holu. I'm just sad. I'm glad I'm not buying this game or anything from Pokemon ever again, because like this is pathetic. Genuinely pathetic.
Can you say that now? Can we get that on? Can we clip that segment alone? Just so that We can play it back at it.
I mean,
The
go
what?
ahead.
Whenever he buys Pokemon again.
Yes.
This is another example of a good one. Hawlucha and the Mega Hawlucha.
The Hawlucha.
Like, this is actual.
Owl person.
This is an actual creative fucking Pokemon. And then they did
No,
a
they're all
somewhat
bad.
unique design, and then no anymore. No, we can't have that.
No, we can't. Nope. Absolutely not.
It's fucked up. It genuinely fucked up.
Yeah, fucking wild.
Crazy.
So Pokemon equal
Well-
bad.
Pokemon bozos, that's what they are.
Yep, Pokemon
That's
bozos.
crazy. So I feel like that's a good segue. Have you guys of alternate, like with Pokemon having these set characters and then alternate character types in their like mega form, you're saying? In regards to alternative and alternate information, are you guys big into comic books at all? Axel, do you like comic books?
I'm
or
alright
any of the
with comic
book
books.
characters? Ivan?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any, but I do want to
Okay.
get into
Have
it.
you guys heard of the new Ultimate DC comic books that have been coming out over the last couple of
Nope.
last year or so?
Nope.
Axel, have you?
No, nothing.
So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when DC originally was created, so DC Detective Comics, like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg, all those two, Green Lantern, those characters. When everything was originally created, it was originally created under the name Action Comics and then slowly developed into DC. And over the next 40 years of comic books, they produced a genuine canon story of Batman and Superman and the Justice League and everything like that. Sometime in the 2000s and early 2010s, DC decided to do a complete reboot on everything, and they started what's called the New 52 series, where they actually got a bunch of people together and actually sat down and rewrote the canon and said, this is old, now this is new. And they basically went through and started creating all new storylines, all new canon for Batman and Superman and all the Justice League, and developed the New 52 Justice League. And a lot of that information and a lot of the New 52 is what is the inspiration behind a lot of the new movies with DC and stuff like that, outside of James Gunn's stuff. Well, as they've been doing this since the early 2010s, they've kind of hit a plateau, and they started doing like the Laughing Bat and started getting into the multiversal stuff like what Marvel has been doing for a number of years, having different iterations of characters through different multiversal universes. And they just started producing these comic books called the Absolute series, like Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, so on and so forth. And I have to say, this is probably one of the coolest and most raw and wild version of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Flash that I've ever seen. And it's really cool. I picked up the first book of Absolute Batman, Superman, and Flash this past week when I was at the comic book store looking for some comic books. So for some iteration and backstory, I've been collecting comic books ever since I was a kid. My dad actually was the one that got me into comic books. My dad has a really extensive comic book collection that I like to say that we share because I contribute to it and my dad contributes to it. And he says that they're mine or they're going to be mine and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a communal collection that my dad and I have.
That's what's up.
My dad is a major collector of DC comics and a comic book called Event Comics. And one of his favorite artists is Joe Quesada. And my dad has been collecting comic books since the 80s and 90s, and he has a lot of comic books that are really rare and a lot of indie comic books that are really, really rare. And this past week, actually, Ivan, your wife Holly, and I stumbled upon something really, really cool. And you know about this, but I don't think Axel does. Because I think, are you still going to be able to go look this weekend before I get into the details of everything?
Possibly.
If not, it's not the end of the world. So my dad has been looking for a particular comic book for probably close to 15 years. I've been looking for the last 8. There was an indie comic book that came out called Gen 13. It's kind of an obscure. If you're a comic book collector, you've heard of this comic book. The artist is relatively famous, and they're really, really kind of cool comic books. And back in the 90s and the early 2000s, comic books and started doing this really kind of cool endorsement process behind trying to get comic books sold. And if you were a distributor of comic books and owned a comic book store, you got specific comic books that were only given to you that you could choose to sell to some of your loyal fans and stuff, or some of your loyal customers. So Gen 13 is a series of 13 books, all of which have their traditional covers, but each one of those books also have 2 additional covers attached to the original, an alternate cover and a puzzle piece cover. The alternate cover is usually something that references pop culture in whatever, like in this particular instance, it was in 1994. It references some form of pop culture. And then the third iteration of the cover is a singular piece of a giant puzzle that all 13 books form. They form one giant picture. So my dad has all 13 books, has collected all 13 books, and has collected a couple of the alternative comics as well. But he has all of the puzzle pieces to make the giant picture. And that in giant picture is another alternate cover for Gen 13 number 1. And it's this kind of cool teal, greenish, and gold cover that is like all these cool little puzzle pieces on it. And the only way you can get that particular comic is if you are a distributor and you actually own a comic book store. And my dad was able to get a copy of that off of the guy he used to buy comic books from. So he has all 13, the alternate cover, couple of the alternate covers, and the puzzle piece cover of Gen 13 number 1. The alternate cover to Gen 13 number 1 is the comic that I and my dad have been looking for a number of years. It's really rare. You can never find them anywhere. And it's the Janet Jackson. Did you guys ever see the Janet Jackson Rolling Stone comic magazine cover?
That'd be no.
Did you ever see what that cover looks like?
Maybe.
Let me see. Gen 13 Janet Jackson cover. I'm gonna send an image of the comic book in the chat. But they're super hard to find. You can never find them. And when I was with Holly killing some time before I decided to drive home, we were just putzing around, meandering through some comic book stores. And I went to the one and I'm like, hey, so I just sent it in the chat. I'm looking for a particular comic book that I've been looking for a number of years. I told him the whole situation. I said, I'm looking for the Janet Jackson Rolling Stones Gen 13 cover. And the owner looks at me and he's like, oh, that's a really obscure look, or that's a really obscure pick. I don't know if we actually have something like that, but we do have some Gen 13 books. And the other guy that was working at the store had this kind of like thinking face. And he just stands up. He's like, hold on a second. He walks over and he grabs this box off of a top shelf behind the counter that said $250 on it. And he pulls it down and it says Gen 13 on the box. When I looked at it, I didn't really recognize what it was until he cracked it open and showed me everything on the inside. On the inside, from what I could see, just in a quick glance, was all 13 alternate covers for all 13 books was inside this collector's box.
Yeah.
Plus the puzzle piece picture cover, alt cover, signed by the artist. And inside the box was that fucking comic book. And
Nice.
the Pulp Fiction comic book cover too, which is another one I've been looking for as well. So you know the Pulp Fiction cover with Uma Thurman when she's kind of sitting there laying on her stomach smoking a cigarette. Gen 13 did a comic book, says Gen 13 written out like Pulp Fiction, and it's Jen actually smoking a cigarette laying in that position. All 13 books were in that
Nice.
case. I couldn't believe it. I almost bought it. I didn't. I should have. I regret not buying it. Man, I should have bought that. I really should have bought it. For $200, it was a steal. So I call my dad. I think about it. I leave. I call my dad. He doesn't respond back for a couple hours. I'm on my way back to my place. And he finally answers, and I tell him everything I just told you guys. And there's just this long pause. And he's like, "Is it in good shape?" and I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." And he's like, "And how far away are you?" I'm like, "Dad, I've been driving for about 2 hours. I can turn around and go back and get it." There's just this long pause. "No, don't turn around. Don't turn around." I'm like, "I can see if I can get someone to lay eyes on it." Another long pause. You think Ivan would be willing to go take a peek at it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a really rare comic book. If it's as clean as what I think it is, and we get it graded and we get it sent off to get graded, we could probably sell that particular comic book. I could probably sell it on a marketplace for probably close to $400 or $500.
Nice.
Just that one comic. The Pulp Fiction one, I could probably sell for more.
That's crazy.
So
That actually reminds
yeah.
me of something that didn't happen too long ago. You guys know about Magic the Gathering, right? Or at least Ivan, you should even know about this. Like, the rarest cards to ever be sold.
Sure.
Yeah, Black Lotus.
The Power 9, like the Black Lotus. You know that, right, Ivan?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know if you knew this or not, actually, but I used to collect Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah.
Nerd.
But not too long ago, a Black Lotus was found and was graded by Penguin Zero, or otherwise known as Charlie. He helped grade a Black Lotus that was recently found, like an actual Black Lotus, and I think
That's crazy.
I think it was like it was near a 9.5 or something like that.
Woo! That's crazy for a black. That's crazy
I'm
for
gonna
that
look it
old
up.
of a card.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. That's called
Didn't Post Malone buy the one before that one? Because there was one that surfaced that got graded that was graded really high, like either an 8.9 or a 9.1. I remember Post Malone saying he bought it. I remember hearing that Post Malone bought it.
Yeah, hold on. I need to.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. But that was a while back when he started getting into Magic the Gathering. He bought himself a Black Lotus. Yeah.
That's crazy. To have that kind of money.
Fuck. Where is it? I forgot what the channel was called.
It's a good question.
I need to look up the video. Yeah, I found the video, and now I need to see where is his channel.
Oh, sorry, a bit of a backpedal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pulp, that Pulp Fiction Gen 13 comic, I just sent it in the chat, so you guys can take a peek at it if you guys want.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, those two comics are in that box, and I about had a stroke. I saw them. I'm like, oh shit, both of them are in there.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Correction. It wasn't a 9.5. Anyway, it was an 8.5. That's still really insane.
Yeah.
For Black Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at the specs right now. It is 9.5 edges, 9 in centering, 8 in corners, and a 10 on the surface. So it's perfect surface. It was just the corners were fucked up a bit. If the corners were a little bit better, that'd be like a 9.5.
Yeah.
That sells for a lot of money. Like, I'm pretty sure the last Lotus that was sold, was it 10 million? It was some stupid high number. And these
I'm looking online right now at fanaticscollect.com. There's an auction going on. Bidding ends in 2 days, but there's a 9.5 Black Lotus, a 1993 Magic the Gathering Alpha Black Lotus, 9.5 scored by Beckett. Bids at 400,000 right now.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, because right now it's yeah, I just posted the video in chat. It's a very touching story of the people who had this because the girl, her father, she received the magic set from her father passing away. Apparently, he had just a bunch of alpha cards in that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was insane. I think he had, I think 6 of the power 9s or something like that. Apparently, he had more power 9s, but he got rid of them. But yeah, that were you talking about that in the comic books? That immediately reminded me of this recently. It's like, oh, a super rare item that we just randomly have just out of nowhere. You just okay, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. I mean, so in kind of looking back at some of the cool stuff that like collecting wise, I had an opportunity back in March to go through a lot of the different books that are in that collection. There's a lot of books in my dad and I's collection. 90% of it's my dad's. I've contributed a couple cool special comics to it here and there. But my dad has a lot of rare comic books in his collection, in that collection. One of which is A Death of Superman that is a misprint that's still sealed in its original bag. And the reason why we know it was a misprint was because it was x-rayed, or we opened up an alternative one to kind of see what was in it. And that one was a misprint as well. And they came from the same print lot. He also has a Vengeance of Bane comic book, which is the first iteration of Bane actually coming out and being a part of the Batman series. That's the one when he broke his back. That one in particular, like that comic book specifically, if it's graded, which the one that we have or the one that's in that collection is a really, really, really nice comic, and potentially could be graded at like a 9.2 to a 9.5. And the last one I saw of that, and I just sent pictures of the stuff in the chat, but the last one that I saw of that particular comic book that sold at auction sold for, I think, $1,300. But those comic book boxes that you see, like that you can go to a comic book store, the white ones that you have to like flick through to get through comics, he has 3 of those. I got to go through all 3 boxes. He's got a lot of cool comics. He's got an original Deadpool comic books. There was a series of 4 books when it was originally released. He has all 4. There is a complete Sword of Azrael in there, all of which are signed by Joe Quesada. A full collection of alternate paperback covers are all in there. And he has the Gen 13 covers. He's also got another really rare Death of Superman. He's got another really rare Batman comic book in there. And then I also got him an alternative paperback copy of A Sword of Azrael #1, not signed by Joe Quesada, but I have one signed by David O'Neill, the author of The Sword of Azrael. So he has a copy of Sword of Azrael alternate cover #1, one with the signature of the author and the other one with the signature of the artist Joe Quesada and David O'Neill. So a lot of cool comic books in that collection.
Nice.
So
Very cool. Very cool.
I have pictures of all this stuff. I'm trying to send them.
Yeah, no, definitely send them.
Well, I think that's about everything we got, I think. Yeah.
I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah.
I have one more thing because it's just the ridiculousness of Twitch real quick. And then I'll end off on a funny.
Okay.
I'll end off on a funny. Okay, hold on, I gotta find it.
Oh, I think they just sent. I think they should
all
be
of them
in the
were
chat
sent.
now.
Yeah, I see them all now. Okay.
Yeah, the
Where
black
are
cover is the Death of Superman one. That's
Yeah.
the misprint. That's still sealed. And then you can see the Adventures of Superman, the Range of Superman, and then the two Sword of Azraels, the one signed by Joe Quesada, and then the one signed by David O'Neill. And then the Vengeance of Bane, Batman Vengeance of Bane, which is really, really cool. I used to have a picture of the Deadpool ones, but I don't know where it went. I think I may have deleted it by accident.
That's what's up.
But yeah, a lot of cool comics. Anyway, sorry for the tangent.
No, it's all good. I actually got one more funny thing before we head off real quick. Twitch, in its infinite wisdom, like always, it always had a bias against VTubers and people who stream like that. And recently, on the front fucking page of Twitch, do you want to take a guess what was on there?
VTuber.
You could literally, you can have the wildest guess and you won't get it. You won't get
A
it.
tiger playing Call of Duty.
Close. It was a tiger.
OnlyFans.
But not
it
playing
was.
Call of Duty.
Damn it.
Oh God. Okay, so you
Damn, I
poor
have the mind of a Twitch.
You poor innocent soul. Do you know what a fucking diaper fur is?
No.
What?
It's basically it was basically a fetish on display, full blown fetish on the front page of Twitch of a furry wearing diapers and shit and whatnot. That's the whole point of a diaper fur. Full
They wear
blown fetish.
diapers?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's whack and gross and disgusting, but whack.
Full blown fetish content, full display for children to see and everything. By the way, the platform
crazy.
is supposed to be 13 plus, so children at least at the age of 13, and also of course younger people are watching as well, are on this platform. Seeing that unrestricted on the front page, if you had no account and you just logged in, that's the first thing you would see.
Axel, are you kink shaming?
Yes. And because it's
Yes,
fucking
very much
weird
so.
and gross, and you need to fucking hide in a corner and at least have that behind adult blocks. Like, you can set your settings on your stream to have, hey, you must be a verified adult.
Yeah, this is the one inappropriate time that it's okay to have the age verification.
Yeah, and you want to take so he would have never gotten banned unless people saw that and made a giant stink about this, because there's actual fetish content on the face of Twitch right now, and he wouldn't have been banned because Twitch doesn't give a shit. But people made a stink about it. He got banned, of course. Less than 24 hours, he was unbanned.
How?
That's what I'm saying.
How does that work?
I don't understand. And to put the cherry on top of this, remember when I said Twitch hates VTubers? So there's a great example. One of my Twitch people that I watch, she's a VTuber. 24 hours before her birthday stream happened, she got banned for an entire week because she was quote unquote youth risky. She did nothing. She did absolutely nothing, and she's banned for 7 days. And
but yet the weird ass fucking
the
front page
diaper
motherfucker.
Fucking child literal, like they were using a VTuber avatar, and of course it was a young tiger wearing a diaper, like a cartoon tiger wearing a diaper. And it's just, that's not youth risky at all. A giant fetish, like their fetish completely on display and everything. It's wild.
That's why
they get
fuck
less.
Twitch.
They get less than 24 hours of ban. But this chick who literally did nothing, who was gonna have a birthday stream, banned for an entire week for doing nothing. Before even she wasn't even on live, and she got banned. That's the thing.
I as much as I hate YouTube, it is so much better for live streams.
Oh yeah, wait, that just reminds me. And another thing.
I do like YouTube live streams.
Another thing that happened recently, oh my God. I don't think we even talked about this either. Sorry, I'm getting off into a rant, but
You're good.
Recently on Twitch, another thing happened. Someone gave birth live on stream.
Oh yeah, it was like 20,000 people watching.
Yeah. And of course, there is a way you can do it right, even though that sounds weird. There is a way you can do it right. But she did it the most weird way possible. Like,
how about streaming it in the first place?
That's what I'm saying. But it's people somehow made a loophole. I don't know. nah, that's a note for me. But what made it worse is that she was also advertising her Fansly during this entire thing as well. So it's like,
Bruh.
that's crazy.
This poor child.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're a poor child, my guy. But also no bans from her or anything like that. No. The diaper fur guy, one day ban. The chick that gave birth on stream, nothing. Person
That's crazy.
who uses an anime avatar that does nothing sexually explicit at all, banned 7 days for youth riskiness. Okay.
For youth risky.
For being youth risky. That's all right. Well, good job, Twitch.
Good job.
Anyways, that was my funny haha for the week.
It's very concerning.
Yes.
Yes.
No haha, just concern.
Just concern. Yeah. All right. And with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching this week's episode of the Loaded Tale Podcast. You can be sure to check out all our stuff down in the description down below, like always. And before we go, you also have anything else to say?
Just don't use Twitch.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
stop
Twitch.
it.
Go to Kick. Oh, no,
No, go to
Get some help.
YouTube. YouTube is so much better.
I wouldn't even say that, dude.
Or just be a normal human being and just play the video game yourself.
For real. And with that being said, we'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.
See ya.